How about now? You guys got me now? I got levels now. Thank you, Dan. How? All right, we can. All right, there we go. Awesome, guys. How's everybody doing tonight? Loud and clear. We got Bob. We got Sam. We got Sydney. Dwayne's here. Jason's here. How's everybody doing tonight? We got a little holiday coming up in a few days. All right, excellent, guys. Who's ready for Halloween? Do we know what we're wearing? What we're doing? Do we have any big plans? Oh, and where's Amanda? Is Amanda here? Amanda's in trouble if she's not here. I'm going to try this light. This yellow is getting me. Sydney, what are you doing? What do you got lined up? It looks like it might work. Maybe. Nope. Still says charging. There we go. All right. That should get us, hopefully, up. Maybe. All right. I'll look at that again in a second. Oh, Sydney, what are you doing for Halloween? All right. Sure, Dwayne. I have updates on several apps, and we will be getting to that in a moment. What the hell is an MF Freak Party? Do I not know something I should know? There we and it died again. We got to let that charge for a minute, but you guys can see me in yellow, I suppose. It's plugged in. It should just be working. And boom. Yeah, I'm a little behind today, guys. I had my cousin come into town, and I had to take him over to his mom's house. But that's done now, so I'm a little behind on the stuff we got. No, we're having a Halloween party, a big one. So, I mean, Sam, I don't remember getting an invite. I know I didn't get an invite. Where's I got a sound for that? I got a wop wop wop, or I got crickets for that. Let's see. So, Sydney, you were telling us what you're doing for Halloween. Sam's having a party that nobody's invited to from here, at least. Yeah, there we go, man. We had a great interview, two great interviews. We had Kevin Teeney 2 weeks ago, or actually last week, going to a Halloween wedding duo. What is a Halloween wedding duo? All right. So sorry guys, I'm freaking out of it yet. I've been so tired getting the apps done. Dwayne, what app are you waiting for, Mr. Dwayne Christmas? I don't mean to presume. Fingers crossed for boobs. They'll probably be mine today. Yeah, I would bet on that. Probably Dan's. What is a Halloween wedding duo? And let's see. I was hoping to have some guests tonight. Dwayne, we've got them both, man. We got Fire TV and Apple TV are both, or not Apple TV, apologize. Roku and Fire TV are both up. And I see one of our guests has arrived. Eric, I know you can't, I can't hear you right now, but I see you in the room. I'll let you in shortly. Let me get, is your dad and your brother coming? Thumbs up, thumbs down. All right, man, no worries. It's all right. I got questions that'll work for just about everybody. So yeah, TV streaming app, Dwayne, that went up and live on. Okay, yes, Google Chromecast will work right now. If you are logged into the site and you want to watch a movie, the Chromecast little button is down on the player. Click that, and it'll pop you off to Chromecast, and away you go, man. We added that in our last update. Let's see. It's going to be crazy fun Halloween party, but then some people are renewing their vows. So I'm just, I got you. What are you going to dress up as, Sydney? You're very welcome, Dwayne. Let me know how that works. I haven't gotten much feedback on the Chromecast push yet. So if you could take a look at that and let me know, I'd greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Let me pull up the actual website because I got some things to show you guys real quick before we bring Eric in. All right, it's coming up, I promise. Define a badass pirate versus a pirate. I don't know what the difference is. Yeah, I picked the right picture for that. All right. Let yeah. So we have Eric visiting us tonight. We just posted a movie called Night of the Beast, or AKA Lucas Child. I'm sure we'll ask Eric why the name thing happened, but let's get into that. And you guys, as always, feel free to ask questions, post them in the chat. I will be watching. And let's bring Eric in and introduce him to you guys. I don't want you to be that small. There we go. How you doing, Eric?
Doing really well. Just been super busy moving. Closed on a new house recently, so doing that, moving from the old property, it's just been a moving nightmare to make me not want to ever do it again.
Believe me, I know what it's like, man. I absolutely know what it's like. And yeah, let me start off by apologizing. I should have sent you guys an email a week ago with this info, but my brain has been popping trying to get Fire TV and the Roku up and running, which we've accomplished both in the last week. So it's been crazy around here as well. Night of the Beast just went live on Horror TV about 30 minutes ago. And we brought Eric here to talk about the movie. We've got some questions. I know you guys haven't watched it yet, but hopefully this will give you a little push to get to that point. Why don't you start off by giving us the overview of the movie before these, they haven't had time to watch it yet, obviously, because it just posted. Give them that quick synopsis. And how old were you when you did this movie?
Jeez, maybe around 10, I think. Maybe 10 to 12 around then. It's been a while.
That had to be crazy, man.
Yeah, it was fun,
Were you the one in the cowboy hat, or was that your little brother?
I'm the older son, though.
You're the older one. So
I'm the older one, so yeah. My brother's the one in the famous cowboy hat of the movie.
Right. So yeah, just a quick synopsis, if you will. Give them an idea of what Night of the Beast is about.
It's basically about an older gentleman that has a child, that, as he calls it, that's this monster that he has his minions go out and abduct women to feed them to the monster.
So of course, the first question everybody's going to bring up is: you were 10 years old. What part could you possibly play in a movie like this?
Yeah, we're the two two little brothers that just stumble upon this warehouse and end up reporting it to the police, and then the police do their investigating from there. So don't ask me how. B movies of that generation, plot's a little thin sometimes, but
yeah, sometimes. You and your dad ever talk about where the idea came from, where the concept of, is he like me? Is that the simple excuse?
I think he just wanted to do, dabble into that world of stuff. Growing up working on a lot of trauma movies.
Right.
He just enjoyed that kind of thing. So I believe he was involved with the writing of it too. I was so young, I don't remember much about it, but
when's the last time you watched it?
Probably close to a decade ago.
Right.
That's gotta be every once in a while I bring it up, show what I did. Grew up on movie sets, so got to do every single aspect of, from running a wire with the grips to having a sound guy quit on us. And my dad said, "Hey, you're sitting around the backyard with us. You want to yell speed every time you turn the sound on?" And I was doing that at 8 years old, something like that. So
now, were you at any other movies that you guys did?
I was in Class of Newcomb High 3. I played the twins, Dick and Adlai, as young children. Got to do the nice side of the nice brother, and then the evil twin. I got to shoot machine guns, pretend to build bombs. So
you had a blast, basically.
Oh yeah, I had a blast. I got flown out on a tiny little plane from Burbank, California to Arizona, where we were shooting the movie, and I believe it was a town called Yuma. And I got to watch cars blow up. Got to shoot AK-47s. Got paid almost $100 that day. Got a Game Boy out of it. So
And
As
the
a
Game
young
Boy.
kid, a
$100
young
and a
kid,
Game Boy. And
yeah.
you got to be
So,
in a movie shooting guns. I don't know what. How old were you?
geez, then
That
around the
a little
same
bit
age,
older, right?
a
Yeah,
little
just
bit
a little
older.
bit older. Yeah, damn. Yeah, that would have been a blast. I would have probably tripped you and helped you break your leg, so I could have been the one to go and study.
Right. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was definitely a fun upbringing for sure.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. I know I sent you some questions. Let me refresh my brain because I just saw the movie finally finished encoding. And
Yeah, I'm trying to see if my dad and brother will jump on. I know my dad's been dealing with my
I
stepmom's been.
understand if you. I understand, man. Your dad's
Yeah.
busy.
So,
I understand what your dad does on a daily basis. I know how busy I am. I can't even begin to imagine what he's got to go through right now.
well, unfortunately, my stepmom's had some liver issues, so she's been in the emergency room for a couple days, and then staying at the hospital for like a week. So she was supposed to get out today. Hopefully, her numbers are back to normal, so she's doing a lot better. But I don't know if she was able to get out. Like I said,
Well, I hope she's okay, and I hope that
yeah,
that goes
appreciate
well.
it.
I know. Yeah, I know what that can be like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, looking at you guys are older now. You and your brother. Looking back at that experience, what? Give me some of your favorite parts of. I mean, working with your dad. First of all, that would be cool, but then being able to take some direction from him and actually work on a set. What kind of memories pop back at you from that experience? And guys, please start asking questions in the comments. We're here for this. So yeah, drop some questions in.
One of my favorite things as a kid was learning how movie monsters are made. I got to not only watch like a entire creature, what Lucas' Child Night of the Beast being put together, but I got to be a guinea pig for a lot of these makeup designers. I got bullet holes put on me, I got scars put on me, not just Halloween. So
Right, they got to you're right, not just the crappy stuff from what used to be Spirit years ago. I don't even remember the Halloween stores before, but the
yeah, so
stuff you
getting
would get like at
professional.
Walgreens.
You're getting professional makeup put on you that where they do a bullet hole and they have downtime. They're not doing makeup, so they put a bullet hole on you as a kid, and it's like 45 minutes. You have to sit there, be all still, and I don't know. I always like that aspect of the things, and that and explosions. Those were always fun.
Yeah, that had to be a
I'll
blast.
always have a fond memory of. We had one guy who was our demolitions expert. He was a world Vietnam veteran. In demolition, and there was one time where he sent this car down the road. This huge explosion goes off, and the biggest piece of the car we found was maybe a quarter size. And he goes, "I think I used a little bit too much dynamite."
He went, "Oops!"
Yeah.
Holy
so
crap! That's
so,
a little much. We did. Yeah, we did. Well, it wasn't as cool as that. We flipped a car in Cyrus, Mind of a Serial Killer, with a tow truck. We basically hooked big hook over the top and just drove really fast, flipped, got it to roll. That was we should have blown it up. We didn't have the right guys there to do it, but that would have been a lot of fun. So I'm a little envious. As a 35-year-old at that time, I'm envious of you as a 10-year-old getting to do that.
Yeah.
Let alone shooting AKs.
Yep. So just growing up on movie sets was fun. It was a blast. I kind of wish I could get out of school a little bit more here and there to join the movie sets, but it was definitely a fun experience.
Awesome, man.
Meeting Tattoo from Fantasy Island as I think I was like 4 or 5 years old. That was one of the first things my dad worked on. So it was Fantasy Island. So getting to meet those people and then just growing up in the business was fun.
Nice. Explain to them a little bit more about who your dad is. I don't want to be the.
Yeah, no problem. My dad, Eric Wazil, he started off working in like Universal, Paramount, some of the other studios, I think CBS as well. Decided that one day he wanted to make his own films. Always had that passion. Graduated from UCLA Film School there. Just really enjoyed the film industry from day one getting into it. So decided to make his own films. Got in with Lloyd Kaufman and Troma and went from there. Gave one of his first films was one called Shadows Run Black, I think. I don't remember if it's the same title, but that was Kevin Costner's first film.
Okay.
I was actually in that. I was a baby in a crib. So
nice.
in films from before I could know it, and then just he kept on with it, and to now to where he's been running a film distribution company for many years, and yeah, just doing really well. So.
Yeah, we're amazingly grateful to him too for doing that, because
I think
he was part of the reason we were able to start horror TV. So I'm extremely grateful to him for that. There weren't a lot of people out there willing to make the kind of deal that we made, so it's greatly appreciated.
We love being able to have the chance to help out different companies get into certain niches of the market,
and that's
where they grow. So
absolutely, that's kind of what I'm trying to do too, is take that and push it forward. I've got piles of stuff from individual filmmakers that are bringing me stuff now, so it's extremely humble. I was on that other side, going out and finding, you got to find money to make the movie, and then you got to find distribution from that point, and then you got to put a name in it, otherwise it's never going to make money, and then I'll roll that whole thing down the aisle and hope something sticks to it. But then I can give that opportunity to people that that have put that hard work in, that need to find a place to bring it out. So
there's so many movies out there that deserve a chance to shine. Like
there's so much good stuff that nobody has seen, just because nobody will give it a chance. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But one other thing, one last question about the movie that I have for you about Lucas Child, the prosthetics in the Beast. Were you ever there when who was in the suit first? And that had to take forever to get into that thing.
I don't remember the suit. I didn't get to spend many of the days there with the Beast. I got to see it like the finished product, but I wish I got to be able to see that as a kid going through.
That was amazing.
Because it was to have a full Beast costume, like you grow up on movies, you see certain monsters being made, but to see a full body experience is just with the wings,
gigantic. The thing is huge. I believe
that guy was like 6'2", 6'3", so bigger than me even now.
That's like a Doug Jones outfit. That tall, lanky. You got to be tall. You got to be lanky, and then you're stuck in that. And it's no wonder he's skinny as he is, because he's always in these suits, like sweating and pulling it through. I think your brother made it. Let's see. Brian's here. Let me bring Brian in. Brian. Oh, we can't hear you, Brian.
I think you're muted, sir.
He's not muted. We can read your lips, but we can't hear you. I couldn't read that one.
Maybe in settings, check your audio.
Let's see. I don't think I can control. I don't have him muted. I see his. Yeah, he's at 100. Yeah, it's settings on your side, brother. Nope. Nothing. No.
Well, you can hear us, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah, you can hear us. Just you can use your middle finger, your thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't know what to tell you, man. I can't fix your stuff for you. There's a gear box somewhere. Looks like a gear. You should be able to click that and choose which output is your microphone. So working, we'll give you a minute to figure that out and just start yelling when it works, and we'll tell you if it's working or not. Did you know Lloyd as a kid then, working with your dad, working with trauma?
Okay, so funny experience. When I was 15 years old, I got to go to Comic-Con in San Diego, and at that time they were talking about possibly developing a Toxic Avenger Junior thing. So I was dressed up as Toxic Avenger, walking around Comic-Con with one eye, no depth perception, but that was a fun experience.
That had to be a trip, dude. That had to be amazing.
But yeah, met Lloyd
Can you guys hear me now?
Now we hear you.
There you go.
There's a secondary setting within the app as well. So had to change the settings on that also.
Perfect.
Well, welcome aboard, Brian. We've been talking a little bit about Lucas Child, or Night of the Beast, aka Lucas Child. Your brother answered some questions. We'll just hit you with we'll be able to turn this into an hour-long thing instead of 30 minutes now, because I get to ask you the same questions your brother got.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming in. We were just talking about the demon costume, and your brother said that he wasn't there. He never got to be on set during that. Is that something you ever got, that you got to see or be part of that what had to be a several long hour makeup experience?
I was actually younger than my brother, so I
That's
was the
true.
little
You were the
I was the little one. So pretty much anything he didn't experience, I know I didn't as well, because we were always together. So
can
as a
you
little brother, just always following his big brother around.
the one thing I know I'm going to get people to ask, can you grab the cowboy hat? It's got to be close, right? It's got to be somewhere in your room
uh,
that you could
I
reach.
don't have that. That's for sure. There were so many props and toys and all that stuff used over the years for multiple movies, but yeah, no, I do remember them though. I do remember having the toy gun and the hat and Seaman. Obviously playing sheriff.
Right, right. The
Yeah.
what was your favorite part of that whole experience as a young kid working on a movie set that is not necessarily Forrest Gump? I mean, it's a horror movie, and it's not just a horror movie. It's my what I like to call B&B, which is boobs and blood, kind of
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
horror movie.
I think my brother could probably agree with me. It's just being on set. I mean, as a kid, it was our jungle gym, right? So, like most other kids were going to, sandboxes and playgrounds and all that stuff. We got to go to movie sets and not just, we luckily had the opportunity to act and, be a part of the movie. But just being around everything, being on set, seeing all the different disguises, obviously the different set creations on that set was really cool because obviously it was in a warehouse and it just had different turns and different different special effects for what we would consider special effects, right?
Right.
With the different fog and the different things like that, and then obviously seeing the guy lit on fire was it was just fun to experience all that stuff. Like for us, it was it was our playtime.
Right. Absolutely. What do you have a favorite memory or experience from that?
I mean, really, it's just kind of it all. I mean, I don't like to be honest. I mean, I was 5 years old, I think, 5 or maybe 6. Like, I don't even remember being in the back seat of the sheriff's car, right? Like, I
Oh,
mean,
wow.
yeah, I mean, I don't remember those small moments. It was just because it was so, kind of just normal for us. It was just normal to be on set and normal to be, with actors around and all the lighting crews and, and just it was normal. Like
Yeah.
it was after that, it was go sit on dad's lap and
Right.
and smile and laugh. And I have a actually if you search my dad's name on on Google, it comes with an IMDb picture, and I'm on his lap. It's
Yes,
literally
I,
like
I
that with
saw that
the
picture.
headset on, right?
I actually
Yeah.
do a little research before I do these. I did see that picture when your dad was way, obviously way younger at that point. But yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that
I think
picture.
I think that it was just it was honestly just being with family, and the crew and cast were just an extension of that. So for
Mhm.
us, it didn't seem like, oh my gosh, we're here. Like it was just we're
It's just
here. Like
normal.
it's
Yeah. For
yeah,
me,
it
at
was.
that point, I grew up in a family that my dad was a lineman, mom was a nurse, and I was and I love this story. My one of my good friends, Jimmy Kelly, his dad was one of the first people in the country to open a video rental store. So this
Mhm.
is back in the 70s. And we would have the sleepovers at Jimmy's house, and his dad would bring home the most inappropriate movies for us to watch. So at like 8 years old, 9 years old, I'm watching Dawn of the Dead, the opening where the guy just gets his head blown off. And
Nice.
instantly I wanted to be a makeup artist. I wanted to know how that got done. We framed it down. We went forward frame by
Mhm.
frame. It was it was perfect. You couldn't tell that it was a thing. And that's Savini though, so it was amazing. And
Yeah,
that set me on that path, and
yeah,
very happy where I've ended up.
break out that corn syrup and food coloring from.
Corn syrup. Okay, yeah, we did that. There was a book called Makeup Monsters at the school book fair one year that I picked up. It had a werewolf. You could buy this lamb's wool from Walgreens, and you could get this cool little, and it looked like a real werewolf. So I
Mhm.
practiced that one over and over, and it was a lot of fun. And then I mean, at 26, I believe. No, in 2000, so 36, I met. I had written a script and I took it to a con and just started talking to a director and we started working together on other. He told me my script sucked and he said, "Come work with me and and we'll we'll get you on the right path." And that's c'est la vie. Here we are. Um, I get. Oh, we did that. You guys, yeah. We did that. Yeah. So I don't have any other questions. You guys online, do you have any questions? I haven't seen any come through except for everybody liked the boobies and blood comment, of course. Good horror movies.
Well, no. Here's another fun fact about the movie: the rats that are actually on the doorway were actually caught from the warehouse with peanut butter.
You wrangled rats from the actual
some guys actually wrangled the rats and they kept them on there for the sets with more peanut butter. The rats were definitely addicted to peanut butter on the movie.
By the end of the thing,
they were local, SAG rats that.
I was gonna ask if you were union or not.
I do remember that. I do remember the like asking like, how do you keep them there? Like how do they stay? How are they trained so well? I didn't know that. I didn't know that they were just
peanut butter. It's always
no, but they did tell me. They did tell me the peanut butter. I just thought that they were, like any other. We grew up. Our house that we grew up in was down the street from where they trained all the Lassie dogs. So it's like,
right. You figure that. Oh yeah,
trained animals, right? Like
rat's gotta be easier than a dog.
But it was cool to like go up and actually. I remember getting to put peanut butter up on the little ledge that they were sitting on. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, guys, I appreciate you coming out. Everybody else, make sure you go watch Night of the Beast, aka Lucas Child, on Horror TV. Again, guys, thank you so much. It's I'm trying to do something a little different than other streaming services where we bring in people that were actually involved in the different films and let people meet you and hear what your experiences were like, and it gets them excited more for the film. So I think it's good. It's worked so far. So hopefully I can get to the point where we've got 3,000 people in this room listening every week about what the next movie is. So I appreciate you guys coming on. I hope your mom feels better and tell your dad hello. No, I understand that he couldn't make it. No biggie whatsoever. And I apologize. I wasn't sending you guys emails with questions way ahead of time. I've just been busy. I don't know how else to explain it. I can't.
As we all are, man. No worries at all. It's exactly. Every day's different, and no, just super fortunate to have the opportunity to come on here and talk to you. And
we
apologize for my tardiness as well.
Oh, you're fine, man.
But no, great to talk about the film. It was my acting debut, so it was fun to talk about it.
Did we find you in anything else? Your brother talked a little bit about the other movies that he did.
I don't think. I mean, I think I made cameos, but nothing special.
Well, come on, in Kaufman stuff or in?
I'm sure it would have been some of
Lloyd
some
stuff.
of those, and I mean, I again, it was our play area, so it was just a lot of the movies kind of blended together in the childhood. Working on stuff later on movie sets later was more memorable just because I was older, obviously, but not acting in that capacity.
Right. Well, you guys have a great night, great weekend, and I'm sure we'll be hearing stuff from and about you soon.
Yeah, definitely. Go check out the movie, and then you can, just like Brian's most famous line in the movie, you can say, "You saw it."
Quality acting.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great night. Eric, I'll send you an email, and we'll talk soon.
Yeah, sounds good. Take care, guys. Have a great rest of your stream. And it's been a pleasure. I don't get to do this much. So, it's a cool take on the genre. You get to talk about it, discuss it, and then people get to watch it. So,
absolutely. I didn't mean to throw you out when
get out of here.
I'll just sit here and listen. It's fine.
I know you're trying to get the viewer count up, but
Lee Wallace says thank you for coming. Let me make sure. Rat wrangling, that's an interesting profession for sure. Tough job. Somebody's got to do it. And then we're back to boobies and blood. You guys have a great night, and thank you so much again tell your dad and hello, and I
Will
hope your
do.
stepmom's okay. I hope that all
Appreciate it.
works itself out.
Thank you.
You guys have a great night.
Thanks, Thomas. Have a great night, guys.
You too. Bye. All right, guys, let's put this back up so I don't look so gigantic on my screen. We'll put the chat overlay back up. All right. So Luke, Night of the Demons, aka Lucas Child, is up and live on Horror TV. You will see those guys probably 3/4 of the way through, I believe. But yeah, they were just little kids at that point. Oh, excuse me. Movie came out in '93. It's got boobies. I don't know what you people want besides that and blood. You guys have any other questions for me tonight before we go take a nap? I think is what I'm going to do. Joel, are you? Jay, is Joel in here? I can't even heard and seen him pop up. Also on the, let me share the. How many of you guys saw the video that's now up on the? Yeah, Sydney. I wish I was drinking. It's club soda, just straight up generic club soda. I was asking if Joel was in here. I haven't seen him say anything. Let's see. Thank you for coming. The video that's up on. Thank you, Amanda. Did you hear when I asked if you were here? The video that's up on the homepage of the website of Horror TV when you are not logged in. I put a descriptor video up. We had Bex come and shoot some stuff, and then we posted just to give. I get a lot of questions when people are seeing the ads and yada yada yada. Yep, awesome, Scream. Yeah, take a look at it. Give me some feedback. We're going to do a version of those. Yeah, you don't want to see the blooper reel, man. We're going to do a version of those probably every couple weeks, just to keep things updated and explain new stuff so people can get involved. We also shot a commercial last night that I posted an image of. That I'm going to probably end up working on here in the next 10 minutes when we're done. Let's see. Any other questions for me, guys? Oh, and of course, Amazon TV, Fire TV went live this morning. That is up and working. Go download it, man. The more downloads we got, the bigger we're going to get, quicker we're going to get bigger, all that stuff. Yeah. Any other questions for me tonight? Otherwise, I will see you after Halloween next Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific time. I'm kind of mad Kavic's not been in here. Well, go ahead and hit it. Basically, kid mode makes all the movies disappear because none of them are kids safe. It's it's basically there for, if you don't want your kid to see. Yes, Brian, now you can get fire. The link should be in the private beta tester group, and it should also be in on the homepage when you're logged out. There's a link. We'll put them on the inside too. I think that's a good idea. Just maybe a drop-down menu with the link to the different apps. Make it easy for everybody. Haraka. All right. My favorite rock and rollers. Again, I can't do this without you guys, so I appreciate you, every single one of you. We are going tomorrow night. We might have a live tomorrow night, depending on if my guys from Night of the Undead, I believe, if we get that content, we'll get that up, and we'll let you guys talk to them too. Yeah, those kids. Can you imagine growing up working on horror movie sets? It's like a dream. All right, I'm out. I'm gonna go get some commercial edited, and yes, I'm gonna get a burrito tonight. You guys have an amazing evening. Thank you again for all that you guys do for me, Brian, all you guys. And I'll see you either tomorrow or see you Wednesday. I will post something earlier tomorrow, like 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock if we're going to go live. But yeah. Amanda, what are you being for Halloween? Let's hear it. I know you got an 8-second delay before you get it. Lee, you have a good night. Brian, appreciate you. Have a good night. And Amanda, what's your Halloween costume? You need to post a picture to the group. She's so fun to pick on. All right. So let's see. No other questions. Nothing, sadly. Never got a costume and spent way too much at Scarefest. Oh, Amanda got some pictures at Scarefest too, though. She got the I saw a Freddy Krueger photo. Did you pay for any other of the autographs? 8-second delay for her to answer a question, of course. Yeah, guys, if you haven't seen him, go back and watch the Felissa Rose interview. We had a surprise guest there. Very nice. And then a few nights before, we did an interview with Kevin Tenney. So we're going to get both. We're going to get these up on the actual Horror TV website so that we can watch them on the apps, and you guys don't have to watch this online. You'll be able to watch it on TV if you miss it the night of. And I think at some point we will figure out how to actually include this broadcast on Roku and Fire TV. But that's probably a few weeks away yet. I need to shave a little bit. Wrong side of my head is all backwards. All right, you guys. I keep coming up with more stuff to talk about, but you guys have an amazing night, and I will see you either tomorrow or next Wednesday. Have a good night.